College is where ballet dreams go to die. Hey, it's Josephine from The Pointe Shop. I'm back in Orange County right now, and I got to fit Megan, who is a dancer that I've been fitting for a very long time. She is one of my OG dancers. I fitted her since she was in high school. I distinctly remember fitting her for the first time because her feet are so gorgeous. It bends in half. And I remember trying to figure out a shoe that would last longer than a couple hours because she would snap most of these shoes. Wow, you softened this shoe a lot.
Yeah. I only worn it once though.
A lot of people are really jealous of dancers with beautiful feet, but it comes with a really big price to pay, like literally a high price to pay because you snap shoes and you have to buy a new pair. Imagine getting $100 pair of pointe shoes, putting them on your feet and snapping it within an hour. Your parents are probably not going to be very happy about that. When I first started to fit her when she was younger, because she had so much range of motion, all I cared about for Megan is to have a shoe that was stable enough for her to be safe and also to have a shoe that can last as long as we can. So that was my main objective for her for most of the time that I fitted her. Now that she is out of college and she had a lot of dance experience, her ankles and her feet are so much stronger and she's able to control all of that flexibility. So we took a look at a couple different pointe shoes that Megan likes to wear. And when she's wearing her pink pointe shoes, she's wearing something a little bit harder and a little sturdier because generally a lot of elements in ballet requires a harder, heavier shoe.
Oh my god! Oh, I have to train in them, and they're so loud.
They are so loud. They're dead already.
It's so different though, you know?
Oh my gosh, Megan. No, I love this right here.
Yeah.
I can see it's a more difficult shoe for sure. And it's amazing that you can actually kind of roll through because this is so long and your toes are so short. This is really pretty though, but you're right though, your heel is so tiny.
It's so tiny. It's usually baggy, yeah. If I have like a normal shoe on, it's...
Yeah.
These ones really form to my foot.
This is the full shake, so this is thick. This is thick. Thick.
Gotta go back to jet glue.
Makes your feet look longer. I can see that will probably not last very long for you to fit. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, this is gorgeous.
This is it? Okay.
It is loud though, I can even tell on this.
It's loud.
Yeah.
When I jump, it's just... It's much louder than gainers, obviously.
Do you ever darn your pointe shoes?
I have never done that.
I think maybe up here.
There? Okay.
Yeah.
Because it does get soft. We have like gainers. What happens for me is the plastic starts to show. Like that's when it's really done.
It's really, yeah, and then you can see the color.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. So a lot of her contemporary work is in the gainer minden because it's very soft and she's able to roll through her feet properly in those. This lasts a lot longer, and even if it's a softer shoe, she doesn't have to break it right away. Do you ever get blisters?
Yes.
Where? Here?
Sometimes, yeah, here. I actually had such a big problem.
Can you get it a little shorter? Keep the wings, but then lower this because like when you're rolling through, it's like pressing right here. So she really goes back and forth between the two different types of pointe shoes. Contemporary being always pancaked, always softer. Her classical one is usually pink and it's usually a little bit harder. The thing that's a little bit harder with Megan is that she has very short, square toes and she requires a longer vamp because she's so flexible in the forefront of her foot. Her foot breaks really low, so even when you see her on flat doing tendus, you can see that her foot curves very drastically, but a lot of her flexibility is on the front of her foot. So you have to make sure that you're giving her enough support in the box in order for her to not roll over. So the difficult part is to find her a shoe that has a vamp that's short enough so that she can roll through without cutting off the top of her foot, but also something that's long enough so that it gives her support in the top of her foot as well. So that's a very difficult balance to figure out. That's my job. Her job is to get as strong as possible in order for her to be able to support herself. And I wanted to address this because a lot of people, they come into this fork in the road where you've been dancing for quite some time and you feel like you have to make a decision between going to college or going to a training program for dance. And I wanted to share Megan's story because Megan was able to do both.
I went to community college because I was like a little bit, you know, depressed and not sure if I wanted to dance, but you know, there's just so many things with dance. So I went to community college and then I applied to Berkeley, and then for dance, I said, let me try one more time. So I applied to USC. I ended up getting into both. But with USC, I had to stay for 4 years because it's a brand new program. You know, Jody was like, you'll be fine even if you do stay 4 years. Like, don't worry, you're not too old to like get into a company.
She graduated from USC Kaufman in 2019, and she was able to get a job at Complexions, which is a very prestigious ballet company. Even just about 10 years ago when I was in college, we used to joke that ballet goes to college to die because you really wouldn't have much of a career after that. You think that your prime years have passed you, and if you go to college, then you just go get a job after that's not dance related. But many dance programs can help you get a job. And what Megan said was really eye-opening because she was a clear bunhead all the way up until she went to USC Kaufman.
It's definitely helped me to, just as like a ballet dancer, get more information about my body and how to move when I did do those hip hop classes. And we did even African dancing, we did drumming, we did so much there. We did a little bit of Bollywood. Like, it was so fun. We had a really strong ballet, modern, contemporary, and hip hop training. Like, it's daily.
Do you think that you would have gone into a contemporary ballet company if you didn't have USC?
No, I don't think I would have made it, honestly. I did not have that training of how to move. Now without Kaufman, I definitely don't think I would have had that training.
She was part of the inaugural class of her dance major, and I think almost every single one of them got a job that they wanted to. Many of them were able to continue on with their dancing career, so that's very much possible if that's something that you're looking into. A lot of dancers who go into college as a dance major also double major in something else as well. Megan was able to finish all of her prerequisites for pre-med, so if she decided to go into medical school after her dancing career, she is able to do that as well. So it's something that you don't have to give up anymore.
It's incredible, and actually Dwight and Desmond really actually prefer if you have that college experience. It's a very mature company, the work we do. When you're 16, 17, 18, you don't really know who you are as a person. You don't know yourself as an artist, and that really reads on stage.
So there are definitely places for people who want to have the full college experience as well as having a dance experience. You can have many different lives within your adulthood, whether it's college, whether it's dance, whether it's a PT, medical school, whatever it might be. You have a lot more options now. But I loved seeing Megan. So happy the way that her career turned out to be because she was able to get all of her college experience and she was able to have a beautiful dance career, and maybe in the future she will go to medical school and she will help dancers in the future. So you have many different ways that you can go. Just don't give up your dreams because you feel like you have to choose one or the other, or one is more responsible than the other. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. If you have any questions, you can leave that on the comments. And if you would like a virtual fitting, go into the description box and then you will see a link there to me. And if you have any other questions, leave that on the comments and I'll talk to you guys later.